What do you want from your sports book? Great odds, fast and easy live betting. Sounds like you just don't want to bet. You want to live your bet life. And when you bet with PointsBet, you get great odds and great payouts all in a fast, reliable book. Download the app now and use the code VSIN2K for this great promotion. Get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. And they're the official partner of NBC Sports. They give you a free $10 live bet during Sunday Night Football every week for the rest of the regular season. Got to be 21 PointsBet.
All right, as we continue here with the owner of Circa Resort and Casino, Derek Stevens, in studio, down to 5 people in Circus Survivor. It's worth $6 million. I think, obviously, we're a gambling network. We're broadcasting live from here every single day. I think this is a major news story overall. Like you talked about, you compared it to like Megabucks earlier, right? It's the biggest contest ever in legal sports betting history that you're going to pay out potentially this week, or it almost got paid off last weekend. So I'm curious because you and the limits are right there on the app. People, if you have enough money in your account, whatever, you can bet $100,000 on an NFL game on Sundays here at Circa. You guys will take that much money. So now each ticket is worth what, $1.2 million?
Right.
Remaining in Circus Survivor. Okay, so if the people want to get nuts, let's say, like, if they come and talk to you a little bit early, like, what's the biggest hedge bet that you would take?
Well, the way Matt sets up his limits, he puts the limits right on the app, and we take $100,000 for a guy rolling in off the street, and then once we get to meet the guy a little bit or meet the woman a little bit, we'll take $500,000 on a game.
You would
now I would say the one thing people have to understand is when you make the bets a little, it's kind of important. Mm-hmm. If it's 9:55 a.m., 5 minutes to kick, and you're waiting for the very last bit of information, you may not get as much as if it was, 24 hours earlier, because you got to let the guys do their job. I mean, what Circus Sports is really doing is creating this market, and if he takes $500,000 on his side, well, he needs a little bit of time to adjust and move and get some buyback and all that. And we'll definitely take $500,000 bets once you get to know Matt. Then Matt will also tell you what your limits are on the app.
Yep.
What you are in game, what your halftime number is going to be, and all that.
Strong.
You have to commend your staff. You mentioned, as you just said, everything's right there on the app. But during this COVID craziness the last 2 weeks and what's going on in the NFL and also that Cleveland Raider game, they never took the game off the board. They don't take games off the board here. All they do is move the line. Yeah. Oh, Mayfield could play. Okay. Oh, Mayfield's out. Oh, it's Mullins. Okay, move the line. Oh, Wentz down to 2.5, 1.5. Okay. I mean, they never take the game off the board. It's nuts.
Yeah, that game's going to go down in history for Chris Bennett over there because, on some of these games, we get our little matrix, exactly. Okay, Browns win by 1, by 2, by 3. Well, there were so many configurations that didn't fit on the phone. You had all these totals, all these sides. It was the biggest matrix we ever had. It took Chris an hour and a half to put this all together. When you take into account parlays, teasers with every single number up and down. It was unbelievable.
And of course, it falls too.
Yeah,
the landing spot not good. That had to hurt. So I imagine you have to be set with this moving forward. The hype and the $6 million and all the attention. If you're going to make any tweaks in the future, I think you're set with Survivor. Is that fair?
Well, we. Maybe the best way to say it is, I love Survivor. You guys know I've been playing this for a long time, and I just thought, man, let's have Circa bring Circus Survivor to America because the adrenaline and the juice you get in this type of contest is just unbelievable. And I'm just glad we've had 4,000 participants now rooting on the last 5 guys. If I screwed something up most dramatically, probably bit off more than I could chew, going from $1 million to a $6 million guarantee in the first escalation. But we got good growth. I love this thing. So we're gonna keep rolling. Right. Obviously, this is a type of contest that is subject to NFL schedules. So that's why we really can't put out something for next year until we know what the schedule is, because you really need to know how the holidays play out, and we create the rule setter on that.
Well, the big one this year happened to be with those 3 games around Christmas, the Thursday nighter, and then the 2 on Saturday, which created its own week. You're right. You need to find out what they're going to do next year with Christmas, obviously, to make it a special week. But is that the $6 million baseline? Is that somewhere you want to keep it moving forward? Or, as you said, you bit off a little bit more?
Well, we're going to have a couple of interesting meetings upstairs at some point. I'm probably going to have a few people that said, "Oh man, you really blew it. You had to throw in $1.9 million into the whole pot." And then other guys are going to say, "Hey, we love it. Let's go." And then after I hear everybody out, I'll make the call. As Mike says, this is not necessarily democracy.
No,
but I love it, and I don't let go backwards. I can tell you that.
You don't.
No.
So basically, what you're saying is you could have 100 people in the room. 99 could say, "Derek, scale it back," and you're going to be like, "Nah, screw you. I'm not going to scale it back."
Mike Paul makes a lot of fun about this, saying how my version of consensus. I do like to lead by consensus, but I hear everybody out. But there's going to be some things where you got to be able to make a call.
You going to have a party next week for everyone who's left in both contests?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, anybody that's any of the 5 Circus Survivor contestants are welcome this week. They're welcome next week, and then in the millions. I mean, this is pretty unbelievable.
It is.
What we're going to do, anybody that wants to come out for the last 2 weeks of the season that's in the top 10 for the overall, for the quarter, just reach out to Jeff Benson or reach out to Mike Palmer or myself on Twitter, and we'd love to put you up here, and we'll have a little bit of fun with that. And also, we want to make sure that Jiggy Jack is invited. You think about this, Hannibal Barker, 57-23. Unbelievable record.
Right.
1 game ahead of 3 others, including Hannibal Barker 2, which is
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
Do you think he's screwing this up? He's using the same. I know it's working, but he's using the same plays, and he just had a 2 and 3 week. He's tied. He's first, and he's in a 3-way tie for second. But he's using the same plays on both cards.
I don't think so. I think it was too early. I think it's too early. Like when we talked about it, if you're gonna take a little bit of variance, you wait till the last 2 weeks because they're still right here. So if he deviated and he put a 1 and 4 and a 4 and 1 out there, I'm not quite sure that might have just been too early. He's got a good thing going. So yeah, 2 and 3 didn't work out, but I think it was probably too early to create the variance. But I think we might be right now to create the variance.
I think so.
Interesting.
You're probably right. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
No, but certainly what he's doing is nuts, right? And then Jiggy Jack, on the other hand, is giving out losers left and right.
I mean, Jiggy Jack's got a 3-game lead, 23 and 57, second place in the boobies, 26 and 54, a outright 3-game lead with 2 weeks to go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Going 23-57 is just as hard as going 57-23.
Exactly right.
That's right.
See, that's the person. I want Jiggy Jack on the show for sure. If this continues and they run away with the booby prize, the overall strategy and what you can learn from this, because Paul has been saying, now you got to try to lose on purpose. Well, why would you do that? Maybe all year long he's going with his best bets, but he's awful.
Right.
So why would you not continue to go with that method?
I mean, Jiggy Jack, the reason we put the booby out there was when somebody has a season like this, we want to reward it. Also think about what's in his mind right now. He goes, oh my God, if I would have only taken every pick opposite, I'd be tied with Hannibal Barker for the whole thing.
Yeah. You also have the quarterly angle.
Yeah.
Someone is 15-0, and 2 contestants are 1 and 14.
Yeah, 15-0 after 3 weeks, 5-week quarter, so 10 more selections to come.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, this is going to happen though, like every single year. As long as you get 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people in the Circa Million, you can expect somebody to hit 71, 72% to take this thing down. It's going to happen.
It could happen. I really like the fact that we added the quarters in when we first started this because it keeps everybody involved and everything like that. Oh, here, I got a stat for you. Back to Survivor real quick.
Yeah.
Out of the 5 contestants, 4 have proxies.
Oh.
1 does not.
Oh.
And out of the proxies, it's all the big names. They all have 1. There's no proxy with 2 left.
Oh.
So all the big proxies, they have 1, 1, 1, 1, and there's 1 that does not have a proxy. So it's very interesting dynamic.
Sure it is.
Proxies make so much to do with this contest. Yep. So they have a little incentive too, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I would say so.
What that tip would be. That's right. How about a plug here? I know you had a great run with jackpots, and then what you have going on here. Come visit Circa and the Berries and the great restaurants. I still say this though. One of the best deals and the best places in all of Las Vegas, if you can get the penthouse at the Golden Gate.
Ooh.
There's like 8 TVs in there. There's a grill. You can hang out with the fellas, the gals, whatever. That's still one of the best deals going. But any other big jackpots, any big payouts you've had lately?
It started a couple days ago. All of a sudden, we're hitting jackpot. Jackpot meter starts going every hour, 2 hours type of thing in the evening. When my jackpot alert goes on over 10,000. So we're clipping them at about rate of about 1 an hour.
I saw you. What was the Wheel of Fortune? The gal put in $20, $40. What was it? The $1 million hit?
Yeah.
On the Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah.
From California?
Yeah.
God.
It was great.
Ah.
It was on a Sunday. I went down here watching football. My thing goes off. Like, wait a second. There's 3 extra digits out here. Like, okay, let's go check it out. Hey, one thing I want to tell you. Super Wild Card Weekend. That's going to be a big weekend in Vegas.
Yes.
You know, with the NFL doing a great thing with the way the games are played out. The Saturday, the Sunday, the Monday. It's going to be, and it's a holiday weekend. It's going to be a big blowout weekend. I think Stadium Swim's going to be packed every cabana. Down here is going to be packed day and night. It's going to be a great thing for Vegas, and we're really pushing it. Maybe you could even bring some of your friends. Maybe like Evan. We'll throw a party for him. What do you think?
Evan wants to come to town.
Let's go, Evan. You're welcome here. Stay with us.
Yeah. He needs to come out here and see the book.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
We'll love it.
Thanks for coming in today, Derek.
Thank you.
Great to see you. We'll continue here. In Pocket Plays coming up as well on Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.